Hello again everyone, I'm King Blacktooth, and although it's going to be obsolete in a couple of days, I thought I'd go over the new dungeon in Guild Wars 2. This is for the new Halloween event. This is Act 3, and it's the Ascent into Madness. It's located in Lion's Arch, where the old lion statue used to be. It requires level 2 and is very easy, very lenient, because it has to allow a lot of different level players to be able to do it. A lot of people have said they can solo it, which is true. I nearly soloed it with, but then someone else came in, so it ended up being a two-man. Never mind. Anyway, so let's get on with it. So to begin with, the dungeon itself is just a boss encounter. Now in phase 1 you'll be playing a game of Mad King Says, which is basically like Simon Says. You'll have some Halloween doors appear and some mobs will spawn out of them, and you've just got to fend these off. Just keep attacking them and kill them off, or you can like run back and sort of only take a few on, because I think it's timed based. However, the Mad King will issue some commands like dance, salute, cower, ponder and shrug, etc. Maybe a couple more, and you have to do that command, because your skill bar will be replaced by a new skill bar with some of these commands randomly placed in it, so you have to find which one it is and do the correct command that he asked. Now you can look at your little debuff that you get when he issues a command, because it'll have a picture of the, say if it's cower, it'll have a picture of the cower, and then you just match it up to the one that you've got to do. And this sort of refreshes every now and then if you don't pick the correct one. This basically just makes it harder to fight enemies because you can't do your moves and stuff, so the faster you do it, the faster you can continue to attack enemies. This phase will end when the Mad King gets bored and teleports down to engage you himself. When he does that, all the doors will despawn, and you should finish off any remaining adds before focusing on the boss. Okay, and as for the Mad King, he's got a variety of things. As I said, he's very lenient. A lot of the stuff, nothing one-shots you, and the damage can do chunks, but it's not necessarily always massive. Okay, so the first move he's got is like an air slash. He slashes at the air and fires a projectile at you. This does a chunk of damage. I was a cloth person, so to a more heavily armoured person it would probably do less. And he fires them in a pattern of a single one, and then three. And you've just got to dodge out of the way of these, which are pretty easy to dodge. You can also just run between them and such. His next skill is Volatile Pumpkins. He'll summon a lot of pumpkins in like AoE form, and these will explode after several seconds, causing a chunk of damage. These are easy to avoid as well. His third move is a Scarecrow. He'll summon a Scarecrow, which is a large AoE circle, and anyone in that circle will have crows attack them. This is for small damage, so it's not that bad. The Scarecrows have weak HP, so you can kill them, but when you kill them, they cause an AoE fear to whoever's in the circle. His fourth skill is to bounce his shield off people. He throws his shield and it bounces off targets, causing small damage. There's not much you can do about this. I'll just take it. It's relatively small damage. And his other thing is to teleport to players furthest away usually. This puts him in melee range. If it's in melee range, I think he does some melee attacks. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so they're the skills that he's got, that you've got to look out for all the time. Now every roughly 25% health, he will disappear and teleport down to a lower level. On the second time he does it, he has a chance to stay on the same level or go down to the next, so you just got to check. Now the way you get down is to use chains and rocks to jump your way down. Okay, you do have to be careful because there is a lot of fall damage involved and you can die pretty easily, but there is a waypoint directly above you, so you don't have to go far if you do die. He doesn't regain his health if you can't get to him very fast at all, so you can take time. Take your time. When you get down there, you will be fighting some mobs. There are mobs on the new platform, so you want to get rid of those before you concentrate on the boss. And then when you get just on the boss, it's the same as before, all those other skills, and then just repeat until he's dead. When you have defeated him, for now at least, there is a chest on the lowest level which you can get. There doesn't seem to be anything good in there, but you may get a chance to get something good, but there's nothing uniquely good from there. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole guide to the Mad King. He's pretty easy, like I said. They have to accommodate for lower level players. If you're high level, you can try doing it on yourself. If you're high level, you could probably try and do it yourself, which gives it an extra layer of challenge, really. The hardest thing is fighting all the mobs together as one, usually. But obviously this is going to be ended in a couple of days. This is only up for a short period of time, so I'm going to put the footage on the end, but this is generally just for myself, because this is how I did it. If you missed the event, because you're watching this at a later date, you can use this to see what the event was like. But I don't really expect you guys to watch it. It doesn't need watching to understand the concept of the fight. Thank you for listening. I'm not going to be talking throughout this footage, so thank you for listening, and I hope it helped if you had trouble, which you may or may not have done.
Your mad king says, "Power!" Am I not frightening? Power!
My mobility is impaired.
Display a little respect before you enjoy it. Your mad king says, "Salute!"
What? Who got me?
Okay.
To play.
Mannequin, chest out! Wipe that smirk off your face, soldier! Salute! Are you enjoying yourselves? Your mad king says, dance! Dance for me.
Structural integrity compromised.
Listen to the music in your head. Dance!
You're dumb. You'll die and you'll leave a dumb
That
corpse.
was interesting. For a time. You did as well as could be expected, but I'm tired of this. Time for something else.
Let us go! Scream! integrity compromised. Way victorious.